The women are up next. We've got another huge field on the line, Jack. 28 there. Anyone could win this one, but there's a few favourites.
Well, recently, Josh, seeing Crystal Smith come back to racing, she has been in phenomenal form and her swimming is better than I think I've ever seen it. So Crystal Smith is probably one to keep an eye on. She's a veteran. She's a little bit older than the other girls in this field. She's got a lot more experience and she's certainly going to be one to beat out there.
Talking about winding back the clock with Crystal Smith, that's for sure. A huge field. There she is. The girls are very happy. Eliza Smith there gives us the thumbs up and almost a false start from Maddie Dunn. The girls are mucking around a little bit, but it's very serious once the gun goes. Lana Rogers in the centre of screen, white cap, maroon stripe, and one of the Northcliffe caps there as well. So off and flying at the moment, and it's your pick, Crystal Smith. Have you seen this race before, Jack? Because you called that one very, very well. Up and around at the moment. The rest of the field streams out behind them and they're into the water, and maybe a more measured start from the women compared to the men. Yeah,
it looks like the girls control it a little bit more, and you know, they're probably a little bit wiser, probably as not gung-ho as probably the young boys are in some of these run, swim, run races, but it looks like a few of the boys have learnt their lesson from that race previously and not going out as hard. Lana Rogers right up the front. She puts herself in a position in this women's race where she'll be close to the front end, knowing that her swim league is as good as anyone and she will put herself in a position to win.
What about Wollongong? You not only have to negotiate the sand and the sandbank, but the seaweed as well. That was a little bit disgusting there, but the girls made their way through it with no dramas at all. And, well, the real breakout star of the summer so far, Lana Rogers from Noosa. She's always been a great competitor. This year she's gone to that next level where she's constantly winning races and consistently putting herself up there at the top of this. She's had 2 wins so far. She won in the last round in Torquay pretty easily, and she's doing a great job in the Ironwoman as well, looking to qualify in our Kellogg's Nutrigrain Ironwoman Series final. So she's been a real standout, Jack.
Yeah, probably haven't seen her finish as high up as we probably were at the start of the season so far in the last few rounds of the Summer of Surf, but I don't feel it's probably a form slump as much as a few of the other girls are probably really starting to build through their summer and putting some really good races together.
Speaking of building through their summer, Crystal Smith, she's one of them, come in the last few rounds and really stood up. Alyssa Pearce from Wanderers having a great swim. So's Maddie Spencer from Newport, and Abby Pugh from Kurrawa. Don't count her out. She's sitting back in about 6th place and trying to get away. Very, very desperate for a late wave. We saw in the men's race how much of a difference it made. The surf's only small here, but enough to shake it up.
That's it, Josh. It's standing up as soon as it hits that sandbank in on the shore, and we saw the girls have to work across it once going through that deep hole, and it's starting to give the girls a little bit of a lift now, and Crystal Smith seemed to get the best of it at that stage. Lana Rogers at your bottom of screen, Crystal Smith on the top. They're going to have to work hard across that bank and through the hole now up to that finish line and see who can take the win.
Well, Smith stands up first, but she waits for the wave. Lana Rogers doesn't bother. She is up and gone, and I think a mistake from Crystal Smith will cost her the race. They stood up next to each other. Lana Rogers decided to run. Crystal Smith stood back and waited, and that will cost her round 5 of the Summer of Surf. So Lana Rogers up in first. An easy win in the end. Lara Moses from Newport, a great swim there, and Crystal Smith will be kicking herself as she sneaks across the line ahead of Alyssa Pearce from Wanderer and Maddie Spencer out of Newport. Naomi Scott there, we expect big things from her. She's finished inside the top 6 as well. So as you take a look at the final results there, Lana Rogers makes it 3 wins from 5 rounds and cleans up the Open Female Run, Swim, Run for the Summer of Surf 2016-2017. We head down the page with all 28 girls there in a great start to round 5.
I'm really happy with that. Had a big season, so really happy with the 3rd win in the Summer of Surf series, so it's really good. Yeah, it's actually not too bad. It's just the deep at the start, and then you have to use your skills to get up your legs at the end, but yeah, got there at the end, so that's all that counts. Yeah, Crystal's always had good skills over the past. She's been racing for so long, but managed to get a win over her today, which is really good. I'm happy.
Competitors racing their heroes, and in this case beating their heroes. Lana Rogers a perfect 120 points, 3 40-point wins there, and she will take out the Summer of Surf for 2016-2017. The best of the rest, all they can do is finish